Hey guys, this is Team Infinite Horizon coming at you with a Glory Maelstrom Aquaforce deck. My friend Paul went over to the Long Beach team tournament and he'll be explaining the deck and what he played and why he plays it. So go ahead, man.
Alright. Hey guys, so pretty much I was using Glory Maelstorm Aquaforce deck build. And yep. So my starting banger was opposite cadet Eric, add consistency to the deck. And pretty much every grade 3 in your deck is really good to have. So that's why he's really good. 4 heal triggers. I'll start with triggers. 4 heals, staples. I run 6 stands because Aquaforce is really good with stand triggers because some of their abilities come off the 4th attack, so that's why I run 6 stands. And it just adds extra pressure to your opponent. I run 2 crits because I want to make sure my opponent knows I'm running crits so they will guard my attack. And the crit adds pressure. When I'm doing like my Maelstrom or Glory Maelstrom build, they'll say no guard, and if I get the crit, it's extra plusing, and I might actually get game off of it.
Alright, nice.
And then 4 draw triggers because draws are good. I mean, off of damage, they're pretty good. So, yeah. Grade 1s. I run my AK Vanilla Theo. Good against crossrides, and yeah, staple probably in every deck is 4. 4 perfect guards. Crossrides are really good. The only thing this is not good against is Glory Maelstrom itself, but I didn't play any. But we'll talk about that later. My 3 10k booster, very good with a Maelstrom or Glory Maelstrom. It makes it go over 26, which is amazing. Against 11k Vanguards or 13k Vanguards with the cross-side meta. And then 3 Cyclists. This deck uses very little counterblast. So his counterblast 1, or even do it multiple times, isn't much because you're probably almost going to get 1 heal trigger in your game. So it makes sense if you do it 1 time, and that's really good against crossrides because 8k is really good. Or you can do 9k with a 9k grade 2, which I do run, and it'll make it 18. Grade 2s, 4 Lazarus, my 10k beat stick, very good against MLB. They have 14 to my 10k, I block for 10, it's no pass. And he's really good behind one of my Storm Riders to switch the attack off. 4 Valerie, very good card in the deck, I like her a lot. Not just because of the picture, the effect was really good too. 4th attack or more, if it hits you try one of your opponent's rear guards. That's why I run the stand triggers that help her out a lot. And if they will let Maelstrom hit and I get a stand, they'll probably let this one hit because they've already used a lot of their blocks for Maelstrom. And then 4 Benedict. Basil. 4 Basil. Sorry. It's pretty much the Storm Rider switcher. It gives me my 4th attack, and against Platina or CEO or the Sun, they're 10Ks, so the attack will actually hit. But even still, you're playing crossrides or 11Ks, it's still gonna get you your 4th attack, and you can just attack the rear guard with the other attack. But it's still really good against those 2 decks I was talking about. My grade 3s, 4 Maelstrom. Very good card. Pretty much, when it's a 4th attack or more and the attack hits, counterblast 1, draw card, and you retire one opponent's rear guards. So it's most likely a +2, and it's gonna hit most of the time 26 because you have a 10k booster behind it. And it's really easy to get 4 attacks off in this deck. With Storm Rider Diamantes, pretty much you switch it, and it's the same thing as Basil pretty much, but he attacks for 11k. And I want to run him because I want to make sure I have a Storm Rider in my hand so I can switch, and you can also switch him up opposite cadet Eric, so that's why it's really good.
On that note, why don't you have you considered playing Benedict? The promo?
Benedict's really good, but I don't like him because you have to attack the Vanguard first off, and he's only 10k, but you'll re-stand him up, and he'll probably attack for 13 at most. But he does like the same thing, but he can attack for 11, and you can switch with the one in the back.
Okay.
And pretty much you run grade 3s, you run 8 grade 3s in his deck to make sure you always have like an extra Maelstrom in your hand. So you can like just switch. And then that's why I went on Valerie too, and then my Lazarus because they're good.
Okay, makes sense.
And then 2 Glory Maelstrom. Ultimate Blade Counterblast 1 gains +5,000. And your opponent cannot guard with a perfect guard.
Which is really good.
Which is pretty good.
And it's so inexpensive. Him, Maelstrom, and Glory just.
It's only a counterblast 1. That's why I was saying the deck doesn't really get as much counterblast. And then when you have the 10k booster behind it, you can pretty much go like this. you pretty much attack with this one first, and then you switch, attack a rear guard, which I always attack rear guards when I switch because the opponent has to they have to keep calling them out from their hand, and they're not gonna have it next turn, you know what I mean? And it just attacks for 28. So pretty much you block for 2 grade zeros, and that's only 33. If you're playing a cross-ride, and that's still only 1 to pass. And that's why I really like Glory. But this is better early game, but when you get to 5 damage and you know what, like, because with this deck you have to pay attention to what's in your hand. But when you write this, you're going to get game either a first attack or a second attack. That's why it's really good.
And for Glory, well, you like him at 2? You wouldn't consider moving him up?
No, I like Glory at 2 because my main Vanguard is Maelstorm. Like, he's really, really good. Like, his +2 has won me so many games. It won me games when I just practice with my friends, and it's won me games at Long Beach. Like, every time I did this effect, I usually have, like, a lot more advantage than my opponent did. And they would attack me next turn, and then I would just ride Glory Maelstrom.
Nice. And in like Long Beach, what decks did you face?
Pretty much, first matchup was Bermuda Triangle. Nah, not the best. At the time, it wasn't the best deck. But he still knew what he was doing, and I beat him really easily. But yeah, it was Bermuda. The second deck I played Platina. He hit lots of triggers on me, but I came back and got a stand trigger, so I got to stand my Maelstrom and attack with 21 to his 13, and he couldn't guard it. And I got to also hit with my Maelstrom ability, so it gave me lots of pluses. And I just finished it off with going Maelstrom.
And do you see any flaws in the deck that you might want to that you had trouble with?
I might want to add a damage inducer because they kept me at 4 damage for most of the game when I wanted to cross-ride and finish it off. But other than that, the deck's really good. Like, the only trouble I see it facing is like MLB and Kagero. But more Kagero because they can time my grade 1 boosters and MLB really can't unless you like ride Blaster Blade early on. But I'm really never going to give them that 2 damage because all I want is 2 crits. But I just don't like MLB because they can retire my Basil and my Stormlight Idea monsters in the back row with Blaster Blade. And then their Vanguard always has a consistent crit on it.
Okay. Alright guys, well this was Glory Maelstrom. And Glory Maelstrom. And alright, well thank you for watching, and we'll tune in later, alright? See you guys.